Too much sugar.
Okay. Let's explore. Hello.
Hello.
We are at the end of 2021.
We are.
Yay or nay? I'm not quite sure how I feel about getting to the end of 2021. What about you?
Kind of glad it's over, really.
We thought today we'd have some cheese and bickies and a little bit of wine to bring in the new year with you guys and do a bit of a review of what we've accomplished this year. Because when you start to think about it, even though we've felt like we've been treading water, we've done a bit.
We have.
I decided to do a sunrise video shoot at Govett Sleep for New Year's Day, and I should have known when I got a total whiteout that was fog everywhere with the sun not breaking through that 2021 was not going to go as planned. We did start 2021 in a restricted travel scenario with the northern beaches of Sydney being in total lockdown, which affected our ability to travel, and that brought about the first cancellation for the year. And where were we supposed to go in January last year?
South Australia.
As part of cancelling that, we had to come up with a few ideas. So we decided to start the year off with a little bit of a road trip to Mudgee. Now, what's Mudgee famous for?
It's wines.
And we did a few wineries. This is not Mudgee wine though. We also checked out some of the beautiful towns in the area. So if you would like to see what the Mudgee region has to offer, why not go and check out our Mudgee road trip series. After Mudgee, because South Australia was cancelled, we decided to hire a camper van and do a quick road trip down to the south of New South Wales. How did you, Phil, find the camper van experience?
Yeah, quite good. I really enjoyed that holiday. It was nice to get down the coast, and the camper van was okay. It was pretty good.
How did you find driving the vehicle?
Oh, it's a bit like driving a box on wheels and stuff, but it was okay. You've got your home with you, so.
Yeah. I must admit, the day that we got sopping wet in Huskisson, it was good to have our clothes in the car park.
It was just nice to be able to get changed. That's right, we went on the dolphin cruise and it rained.
And we got soaked. We had some great experiences to start the year. As some of you may remember, Phil ended 2020 with 6 months being stuck in WA due to state border closures and stuff like that, and then went back in to help them out and did some a full-time stint doing 2-in-1s, and that was supposed to finish in the end of June. But what happened to us in June?
Another lockdown. And this time Phil was stuck on this side of the country and he wasn't able to get into WA. Now, have you been to WA since June, Phil? No, I'm still here.
And is there any hope?
Looking like February.
We had a 4-day getaway booked with some friends down in the Southern Highlands. That got cancelled. We also had tabled trying South Australia again. Cancelled.
Cancelled again.
Then I feel like there was, and then we were planning my 50th birthday. We were going to head to New Zealand and check out some of the southern part of the South Island, but that didn't happen either.
You did get to Western Australia though.
I did get to Western Australia in April, that's right, I forgot about that. We did a 5-day trip in Western Australia while Phil was doing his full-time stint. Rather than him come home every time, I went over there. It was a great chance to catch up with friends. Some of you may not know that we actually lived in Western Australia for 6 years. We had a few friends that we were able to catch up with and some places that we could visit and show you guys. So check out the Western Australia trip as well. From a travel point of view, even though we were standing still for a long time, we've actually got a lot to do. And during the lockdown, the first probably 6 weeks, we just waited for numbers to come down, for restrictions to get lifted. We weren't allowed to leave our local government area. After about 6 weeks,
we decided that we live in one of the most spectacular places in the world. So we thought we would take you on bushwalks and check out some of the lookouts around the upper Blue Mountains in New South Wales. And so that's what we did until the end of lockdown. How did we celebrate being released from our local government lockdown?
We had a trip for a few nights to Wollongong.
Some friends had moved, so we went and checked out where they'd moved to and spent some time in Wollongong, which was really lovely.
Actually got to go to a restaurant, which none of us had done for a long time.
That was so cool. We went to this Lebanese Mediterranean restaurant. Amazing. On the 1st of November, we were allowed to go anywhere in the state. So what did we do then?
Went to the North Coast.
Went to the North Coast. We still were not allowed to go interstate. As of the 1st of December, or the middle of December, most state borders are open except Western Australia, which we need open. So travel is fairly free, but we do have Omicron in Australia, so that's proving a bit of an issue. Going up the North Coast was amazing. We went inland and then down, and we're still in the middle of that series here on YouTube, so why not subscribe and hit that little bell and you'll be notified of the rest of the series. And if you haven't seen what we've done so far, why not check out the North Coast, Northern New South Wales playlist. A few other things that happened in the background here during 2021. We started 2021 with me having a cancer cut out of my elbow, and that's all fine, just having my regular checks for my skin, but so far so good. Then at the end of September I went to the doctor, and while we were chatting she noticed that my thyroid was a bit bigger than it should have been. We've had that investigated and I am now waiting to have half my thyroid and a couple of nodules removed, which are a bit suspicious looking. So that's been a little bit stressful in the background. We're still waiting, as we've said, for Phil to get back to WA. Now, during lockdown, you got given a rather special birthday present, which has resulted in you doing what?
Well, the kids bought me a 3D printer for my birthday. So had a lot of fun playing with that in lockdown, which was nice. And decided to put some videos together for YouTube as well. So I've started a YouTube channel.
So Phil Talks Tech is another channel, and not long after this video goes out, his next video should come out in the next day or so as well. And are you enjoying learning about your 3D printer?
I am. It's been good fun. Glad to have had the time in lockdown to do stuff. So
let's have a bit of a chat about 2022. We can't answer a lot of questions about what's going to happen in 2022. If nothing else, the last 2 years has taught us to hold our plans very, very loosely and just wait. So as we said, we're waiting for Phil to get back to work. I'm waiting to have surgery, which will hopefully happen within the next 6 weeks, God willing, and then we will see what happens. After our Northern New South Wales series finishes, we will probably continue to explore the local area a little bit more. There's still places we can show you in the mountains, a few places west of the mountains that we'd also like to explore and take you guys along for the journey. Sapphire Blue Travel, we do have a few other things coming up, including we're working on getting a podcast up and going where we will talk not just travel, but we will also talk more about relationship and building a stronger relationship. That's been a real bonus of lockdown for us, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. We've been very deliberate about implementing new relationship building things within our relationship over lockdown that has helped us to grow closer together, probably survive lockdown without killing each other as well, especially with Phil being at home. We've just worked on growing and working on our communication skills and a few other things. What are you hoping your 2022 looks like? And what was a highlight from 2021? We would love to hear what your hopes and dreams are for the next 12 months. How can I serve you in the next 12 months? What sort of travel information would you like? How can we enhance our videos to make them more helpful and more inspirational for you? This isn't about us showing off our travels, it's about trying to inspire people, helping people plan by showing them destinations and different things that you can do in a destination. Figuring out how we travel and do this YouTube thing all at the same time. It's been a bit of a learning curve.
Yes.
We want to wish you a happy new year, and we look forward to lots of community chatter as the year goes on. As always, thanks for joining us. Travel brilliantly. Bye.